Residents now without their homes after an apartment complex caught fire early this morning near downtown Corpus Christi. It was just after 3 this morning. Crews arrived to the Tonkawa apartments on Tonkawa Street and Park Avenue as fire was shooting out of one of the apartment windows. We're told a resident had fallen asleep while trying to make French fries, leading to this grease fire. The smoke from the fire then traveling into the 3 other apartment units, forcing residents to evacuate.
She was actually okay. They did have working smoke detectors, which is amazing. That helped everyone be notified quickly, and she was able to self-evacuate.
We're told a man and woman were taken to Christus Pond shoreline for smoke inhalation, but are expected to be okay. Utilities have been shut off to the 8-unit complex. The people living in the 4 units affected by the fire are now being helped out by the Red Cross.